Hello everybody. Because L4D2 is so cheap and it's been $2 multiple times to the point where almost every match you get now has cheaters, I'm going to show you how to load in not just Ion's Vocalizer add-on, but several others using a simple batch file that will scan your workshop and symlink to the workshop file so that they can be loaded in Versus. It's basically a bypass. I will be describing that and showing that in part 2. So here's part 1. To prove that I'm using a Valve server, in console, we're going to type in mm_ dedicated _force _servers. And you can see here that it's blank, which means I'm not forcing a custom server or a Steam group server. I'm going to be using Valve official servers right now. So I'm on the survivors. My laptop is on the infected. We'll go ahead and start because it's a private game. It's going to take a minute to scan here. Pick for a Valve server, and away we go. Okay, now we're connected. You can see already that my HUD is loaded with health bars and everything, which you wouldn't normally have on official. Now, once again, to show that we're on official, I can go ahead and type in status into console. You can see the host name is Valve L4D2 US West server. You can go ahead and see the IP address here, which is 192.69 blah 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 blah. That is definitely a Valve IP. I can IP info look it up for you. So we're on a Valve official server here, and I've got add-ons working. Ion's Vocalizer. Perfectly fine. All right. Now I'm going to move ahead and I'm going to show you some more add-ons. You can obviously see this stuff is see-through, and the special infected are solid color. And basically easy to see. So this is what it looks like in game. That's the end of part 1. Part 2, we're going to move on to how to do it. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a screen capture here to show you how it is basically done. So in my text editor, Sublime Text here, I'm showing off my gameinfo.txt file. Now, normally this file does not have all these add-on custom and then add-on ID and add-on names. It just has update, L4D2, DLC, and Half-Life 2 in the search path as the normal gameinfo.txt. So how this file is generated is I'm using just a command prompt batch file which iterates over the workshop folder, which I will show here. So I'm in where I've got my games, Steam Apps Common, L4D2. And in here we've got add-ons. So gameinfo.txt is here. So under add-ons, you've got a folder called Workshop. Now when you subscribe to something on the workshop, it's placed here. So go ahead and enter this folder. And you can see the VPK file is the add-on itself, and the JPG is a picture of what the add-on is. So let's just open up a random add-on here, and it will open up in GCFscape, which allows you to extract the contents of the add-on. which is kind of cool. You can look for malicious add-ons that are up to no good. That might have backdoor viruses or whatever. That's completely up to you. Yeah. Speaking of which, the Helm's Deep Reborn survival map actually did that, and people called them out on it, and it got fixed, which is but that's a whole different story. So anyways, because workshop add-ons are disabled in Versus by default, the workshop folder is basically not used. So what we've basically done is we've created a custom folder, and in the custom folder we've got a folder for each add-on here. So I'll pick one at random, and it's using this pak01_dir.vpk name. Now, instead of copying and pasting from workshop over to custom, then you'd have 2 copies of the add-on, which would double your hard disk space, which would fill up fast. So instead of doing that, what we've done is we've basically created what's called a link, a symbolic link. It's linking this pretend file to the actual file that's in the workshop folder. Now, how this is done is I've basically automated the process using a batch file, which I've said a moment ago. I'm going to go ahead and show you that batch file now. So I've got here make sim.bat. You don't need anything to actually run this. I'll go ahead and drop that into Sublime Text so you can see what it does. So what this does is it basically takes the top half of gameinfo.txt and echoes it into gameinfo.txt. So that's what this part here is. So all this top stuff is the default gameinfo.txt. Now this is where it gets interesting. These lines here, line 30 to 34, is it's basically iterating, going over the contents of workshop and looking for the VPK files, not the JPG, but the VPK files. And what it's doing is it's going inside those files and it's saying, oh, is there an add-on title? I'm going to grab that and I'm going to stick it into a variable. The variable here is I. Okay, and then what it's doing is it's making the directory custom, and then the ID of the add-on. So what you see over here is, for example, 1214430 whatever. It's going to go ahead and create that same name folder here in custom. So that's what the make directory does. Now this make link is linking the pak01_dir.vpk that's needed to load the add-on outside of the workshop, and it's linking it to the actual workshop file. So that's what this line does. Now what this next line does is it echoes the string right here, game, the path, so L4D2 add-ons custom, the ID, and then here's the description on the end, commented out. So anything that's got slashes in front are ignored. So because this has slashes in front, it won't get loaded. And because these have slashes in front, they're comments and they will be ignored. So that's that. I guess that's all there is to show here. Thanks for watching this part. I will link the batch file in the description or put it up on a paste bin or GitHub that anybody can use. And if you want my game info, I can give that to you as well. Yeah, well, once again, thanks for watching. Take care.